and welcome. I'm Nathan42 and in this video I'm going to show you a few 3D prints that have improved my Bambu experience. Is the BambuLab's Poop Bin. Now this was the first poop bin that I came across on Thingiverse before I even found out that there was BambuLab's own version of Thingiverse. BambuLab's own version of Thingiverse. And so I printed this out, I stuck this behind the printer, and if you have a BambuLab you will know that when you are putting your setting your print up, it will print and it will do this thing where it hits the print head off of a piece of tubing, which then drops whatever goo is sticking on the print head down a tube and ejects it out the back of the printer. That is fine normally, but the thing is, like, it does leave a lot of junk behind the printer. So if you don't have somewhere for it to go into, some sort of pot or some sort of bin or storage container or something behind that it will fall into, it will just fall over onto the table or down the back of the table, and it will make a mess that will eventually become a bit annoying or disgusting. So I printed this off. This was not a very good bin, I will say. So sorry to the creator of this, Chuck Rogers 01. But this was not a very good bin. I downloaded it. I won't recommend printing this one. But I did find the next one. So this is on MakerWorld beta, which is BambuLab's own version of Thingiverse, or version of printables, which is pretty cool. So this is the one that I would recommend printing as a poop chute for the BambuLab X1 carbon printer. This is what I did. You can use magnets with it to make it so that it sticks to the actual printer itself, which is cool. I've not actually done that myself, but you can do that. You can also make it it comes in two parts. So the bottom bit is the bin, so you can have it so that you can detach that from the top bit, empty the bin out into a bin, or maybe some sort of recycler if you have a recycling way to make your own filament kind of thing, which is something that I'd like to get into at some point down the road. And then you can just continue on, and you will see this holds a lot of the filament poop. But yeah, I don't know if there's a picture of what it looks like, but you get these little dangly bits. It's like a long bit with like a big ball bit at the bottom. It might, I feel like it must waste quite a bit of actual filament, but yeah, there we go. It is what it is, and I think maybe you can make a door to stick to the. Oh no, you don't need to make a door. I think you can make something that sticks to the printer to make it so that you can stick this chute on a bit better. I don't have mine stuck to it at all. It's just kind of sitting there in front of the printer, or behind the printer, literally. And whenever I need to empty this thing, I just take the whole thing away, pour it into the bin, and then put it back. That's the easiest way for me to do it, and honestly I've not really had to empty it that often. You do get more poop if you do multi-material prints, because multi-material, it has to purge it every time it changes filament, so yeah, you do get that as a bit of an issue, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So next up is this Silica Dry Box. So I should probably start with this one actually. This is these three boxes here. So these hold the silica gel that you can put in your AMS, if you have the AMS, that is. Now I would recommend the AMS because it is actually really cool. It comes with its own sensor for this type of thing. So if I can just find this thing, yeah, here it is. Here's my one. Here's my setup for BambuLab printer thing. You can go to device, and you go to X1C, my X1 carbon, status, sorry. And then this is your AMS here. So you can look inside the chamber by clicking this one. I'll do another video which will show you a bit more about this here, but it does say here 1. So that 1 is the dryness in here. So it has its own way of checking to see what the inside of the AMS is actually like, to make sure that it is dry. And yeah, so you can use these as just a way to bring the humidity in the box down. You can get these silica dry, little gel beads that go into these containers, and they suck the moisture out of the air. You close it down, it's basically a sealed unit at that point as well. And then eventually you can get these as well, and these go down the little side bits here and here, and that just adds a little bit extra silicon for is it silicon? Silica, which can help take even more out of the air. There are also 2 other places that you can put these things, but I haven't felt the need to actually branch out into that just yet. So maybe in the future I will do something with those. Yeah, for now I haven't done that. I will do a separate video about this print, which I think I have pretty much already prepared. But yeah, I will show you how well these work. Now the next things are just some things that I found on this on Bambu's Maker World, which are pretty cool. So this is the MakeMySign section. So because the MMU has multiple colors, you can print things like signs in a single print, and because it has the enclosure and everything like that, usually your prints don't warp very much. So, and you can use brims and stuff like that as well to minimize any warping and all that kind of stuff. So as you can see here, you have some pretty cool little signs that you can print out, that you can use as a way to make signs, door hangers, you know, I think there's even luggage tags, Luma box stuff there, and even like these types of things as well. So I mean, even some rude ones and stuff apparently. But yeah, these are pretty cool things that I've found on here, and they are user changeable. So just kind of like in Thingiverse, when you had the section to be able to modify prints and stuff like that, this gives you that ability to do that as well. So that's just pretty cool. That's what I thought. There is also image to keychain, which allows you to create to put your own image in and turn it into a keychain that you can print and make your own customizable keychain. That's pretty good. And then finally, one other thing that I want to show you is this little floppy disk box, which I do have somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Now, the lid doesn't remind me very much of floppy disk boxes, but the rest of it is pretty cool, and I kind of want to do one of these as a way to show off the filaments that I have. So if we look inside my box here, I have there's the box. The lid is actually made from a clear PETG. Then I have a white one, a black one, a blue one, and a red one, which is now on the floor. And they're just cool ways for you to create a swatch, essentially, so that you can show people what colors you have for your printer. So if you was to show people or to help people with prints and stuff like that, you can show them what the color will be like once it prints out. And they do have the little faded thing here, so you can see how many layers of plastic will be solid and what each, like 1, 2, 3, and 4 layers would be like. But that is it for me this time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.